Okay, everybody, we're starting our Q&A for today. And since I don't have any live participant at the moment, we are going to dive into the questions that you left inside the group right away. So let's make it fast and informative for you guys. Let me just share a screen with you. Okay, here we go. Academy. Go. I will share and you can see my screen now. Okay, so we're going to start with the questions with the paid subscription community, people who are currently going through startup personal branding. So one thing before we start anything else, guys, I would like to address one announcement. So as you can see, this is our schedule. And if I open November, that just started, we are at the moment here on the 4th of November. So what's happening shortly is Athena is going to have the next session, right? This is going to be the session 4 of the process, the final session. After that, she will still have check-ins with you in a Q&A where you can submit your homework and she'll be helping you finalize applying, implementing this framework. Now, in the meantime, next week over here, guys, we're going to have lead generation workshop. This is going to be a 3-day workshop. So we have 3 sessions for it planned. And within this workshop, I wanted to cover with you the whole process of lead capturing, right? So we're going to utilize a free tool, the System.io, that most of you should already be a part of. And if you're not, I'm going to send you a link one more time to sign in for your free account to System.io, where you will be able, with the help of this workshop, set up your opt-in page, right? So the page where people will be opting in to get something from you. It might be possibly just registration to your event. If you don't want to do like create any lead magnet, right? Any gifts that you'll be giving for free in exchange for their email, then you can just literally turn it into a registration page to your event, to your webinar, right? And capture their email in a system that will be creating your list. And afterwards, you'll be able to send an automated, or even if not, then manual but mass email, all right? So what it means is that all these people who are landing on this list, you'll be able to send them email all together, the whole group, and prompt them about whatever else you want to sell afterwards, okay? So all this is going to be covered, how to do this registration page or landing page, opt-in page. This is pretty much just one thing for one different name for the same thing, right? Then how to do a thank you page when you'll be redirecting that traffic to your Facebook group or to your community. It could possibly also be a paid community. So one of our clients were asking how to create a paid Facebook group. So this would be exactly the explanation how to do that. Today I'm going to show just a general idea, but throughout this workshop I will actually show step by step how to do this. That you can collect some money on the page, and then go into like register the lead, right? And then collect some money and then send them to your Facebook group that is only for people who actually paid you something, right? So this is possible through the System.io, even through the free version of the System.io. Okay. Today I'm going to just show you the general idea. Okay. And later in the workshop, we will cover in detail how to do this. Okay. So with that being said, this workshop is happening 12th, 13th, and 14th of November. Now, if you are a member of the right now, you are going through our program currently. This workshop is free for you. You don't pay anything for it. Everybody else who are not on a subscription model right now, but you would want to just this workshop, then you can just opt in for this workshop alone, where you will learn how to do these things. And afterwards, as you're gonna see how this looks like, what exactly we're building, you could even opt in for a little upgrade where our team is actually going to build it for you. So you won't even have to do it by yourself. Okay. So all this is in plan, and you will be able to utilize this and take advantage of this opportunity. Okay. With that being said, let's jump into the question thread right now. So I'm going to go back to our community question thread. Let's see if there are any new questions here from the premium members. Newest. Latest question was okay. This is about topic and utilizing it, and this was already answered last time. So, guys, if you do have a problem, or you're kind of like, even though you're receiving the step-by-step instruction from Athena during the sessions, okay, and here Athena is sending you a little checklist to sort of like see where you're at in this process, applying this process. Even if this not help enough, right? If you kind of like need someone to actually sit down and on for a coaching one-on-one coaching sessions, when we will just do this with you. The coach will sit down with you and do the homeworks. So you will have it finished, right? You will have the actual result and not just plan how to get there step by step. Okay, so that's always an option. Other than that, I don't see any new questions. So we're gonna skip to the question that was in the community, and this is where we will cover. Um, this is where we will cover the the answer to what I just mentioned a second ago. So this is Sema asking, how can I create a paid membership to my private but visible Facebook group? Okay, paid membership to a Facebook group. So in other words, let me just create a little visual for this. Hopefully, I will be able to do this. I don't know, guys, if you realize that we actually have a completely new interface um, for our Zoom. The new Zoom updated and has changed some stuff, and now I'm looking for some things. I don't know where to find it. Okay, I got it. Whiteboard. Opening the whiteboard. I don't know. Any of you already using new uh, new Zoom? Let me know. If not, then maybe it's time to upgrade because there are some new features. Sure, why it doesn't allow me to open the whiteboard right now, but give me a second. Um, find out more. Okay, AI companion. That was, by the way, one of the things that I was mentioning last time, guys. The AI companion on Zoom will be able to do a lot of things for you. It's going to be really like a big thing. Okay. So we are going to skip this AI companion right now. Share. No, share screen. I want to share. What I want to share is a whiteboard with you. New whiteboard. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. This is like a little bit different layout than before. Guys, I like it. Me like it. Me like it. All right. Okay, then. So let's see. I will be able to draw. Hopefully, you are guys seeing my whiteboard. And this is going to be the outline, the chart, the flow chart of what Sema was asking. So she wants to uh, maybe we'll start with what she actually said, the end goal. So she has a Facebook group, right? But this Facebook group over here is dedicated for paid members, okay? Paid Facebook group. That's what she wants. So the paid Facebook group or not paid Facebook group, it doesn't really matter how you what you're going to call it because it's still going to be just a Facebook group. So you're just setting up a group on Facebook. The only difference will be that in order to get to this group, somebody needs to pay you money, right? But that part happens outside of Facebook, right? People can't really pay you for joining your group on through Facebook alone, but you can do this through a pay gate, right? So now how do you do this? You can, the easiest way that will not require any like complicated stuff is just to create a payment link on your PayPal or on your Stripe. Doesn't matter what you use. So we're going to call it payment link. And it can be done with PayPal or Stripe. Okay, so in order to do this, you actually have to create a PayPal or Stripe account if you don't have it yet, right? But if you guys selling stuff online, then that's definitely something that you need to set up right away. Okay, the way for people to pay you money. Okay, so you can set it up on Stripe on PayPal, the payment link, so whatever you want to cost, right? And then you're gonna utilize it by sending this link to a person who is interested to join this group. Okay, so let's say somebody opted in this group, right? So you go to members, right? You set up membership questions, and in your membership questions, or how do you call it in membership? Membership. Okay. Membership questions. If you go to membership questions, okay, one of these membership questions could be a link, this link, right, with an information, uh, go to this link to pay a membership fee, right? That's it. Mem membership membership fee. Yeah. So that's going to be one of the questions that you can have maximum 3 questions over here, right? And that link over here is going to be in the text, right? So go to this link over here to get your to pay, and then you will once somebody pay you over here, then you will manually submit this person to the group. Okay, so this is a very manual process. Nevertheless, whoever is opening your Facebook group can see this link over there, go to pay, and automatically be in your list, right? So this is manually add the person to the group after they pay. Okay, there you go. So person to the group after they pay. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm still trying to like adjust to this new layout. Okay, so this is how it works. This would be the easiest, the most basic setup where you can have a paid Facebook group. Okay, link on PayPal or Stripe. Put that link in a question, membership question. It's one of the questions. Send these people to this link and then check once in a while to see who need to be submitted. Now, if you want this process to be a little bit more automated, which means you do not have to do this part over here manually, what you can do is set up a order form, order form. Actually, wait. So this is going to be system.io. okay, which I was mentioning at the beginning, right? System.io, and it's gonna be an order form. Okay, so you can do that in a free version of this software. You can set up an order form. Now, this order form is going to be connected to, it's going to be connected to this payment link. So you're going to have this payment link, but this payment link is going to be embedded over here. Actually, so it's supposed to be the other way around. So actually the arrow should be this way, right? Because this link goes to the order form, so it's embedded. And then when people give their email, pay the dollars, right? So do a little dollar sign. I hope that this is going to be visible, right? Dollar, the email, right? Giving email, they're paying dollar and pressing the button over here, right? Then this button will take them to this page over here, right? It will take them to this page. Thank you. Thank you page, right? It's called. And in this page, they will have a link to your Facebook group, right? To your Facebook group. Now, if you do it like this, and you don't want to be the one manually admitting these people, well, then it has to be done a little bit different way. So, you cannot do this in a sense that people are paying and then they're coming here and only then they're going to apply to be in this group, because then you're still going to have to manually submit them to the group, right? So it's still better than this, because here what you have to do is go to the PayPal or Stripe, check if they paid, and only then go back, cross-check this information, who paid and who is waiting to be submitted, and submit that this person. Whereas here, if they come to this order form, they will only see this page if they pay. So you don't have to go and check if they pay, because that's already happened. If they have this link, that means they already paid. And so if that's the case, then this page there's going to be a button of this page that will redirect them to your group from here. And now here's the thing. You can then do something like this. If you don't want this group, be the person who is manually submitting these people, so you can actually make this group not visible on Facebook, right? The group doesn't have to be visible. It can be invisible. And instead of sending people to your group, you always send people only to this form. Hey, on this form, they will have information. They will have information like join this membership area to find out more about, and here is their pain solution for your pain, or way to get what you want. Right, so I'm just giving you a general idea over here, because this you're going to plug in what they came for in the first place, right? They either have a problem or they have a desire, and then you know how to get it. Okay, so if you want this and this, pay a little fee, and you're going to get a membership. So now you never actually send people directly to this group, right? Because it's a public group, right? So everybody can join, but it's not visible. Public, but not visible. Okay. Public but not visible group on Facebook. So what it means, guys, is that nobody will be able to find this group on their own unless they actually get a link to this group. And you're never sending a link directly to this group. You're actually sending the link to this page. So the only way to get into this group is through this page, right? So they come into this page, they pay your fee, then they're seeing this page, the thank you page that has a direct link to this group. And as they click on this link, now this link is redirecting them to apply to this group. But since this group is public, they do not have to answer any questions. They do not have to do anything. They will just be automatically submitted to this group. Okay, you can also do it through, actually, you can put in here, you can put an invitation. So let me just show you something. I will, oh, cool. Now you have all this, what I just draw on a whiteboard in a chat of Zoom. This is really cool. This is some new stuff, guys. So I just wanted to share with you how that would look like on Facebook. So if I go to Facebook and now, for instance, if I want to uh, give somebody a chance to join this group, right? But without the need for and to answer any membership questions, I can just send an invite to someone. So invite a Facebook friend, but then I have to choose the specific friend, right? Or can I do it blank? Invite via QR code. Oh yes, perfect. Unknown error. It might be safety issues, guys. It doesn't want to show me the pop-up because we're streaming. But and this is private group. But this is how you would do it, guys. You invite here, you go here, and you get this QR code, right? You get this QR code, and this QR code is landing on your thank you page after your opt-in, right? So then anybody can scan that page and automatically be submitted to this group. So that's how you would have this done, okay? Hopefully that gives you an idea. More about how exactly this can be done with the use of System.io will be during this workshop. Okay, so if anyone is interested to join the workshop to learn step by step how to set up this page on System.io, and have this automated way to submit people to your members area. This member area, by the way, does not have to be Facebook group, because System.io in general can also have a membership areas, private membership areas. So if you want to have like a completely private membership area that is not on Facebook, but it's like in your specific um, designated spot under the your domain, then you can also do it in System.io, right? As far as I remember, the free membership also gives you one membership area for free. Okay, so with that being said, I'm just going to go back for a second to my whiteboard. So we can cool. Have my whiteboard back. Is it back? Back, yeah. So here is the flow chart, guys. This over here is this little loop. Let me try to see if I can give you a here. I'm gonna use this little loop over here between these two is the easiest version, but it's not automated. In here, you still have two manual steps that you have to do in order to submit these people to your paid group. So first, check if they paid, then check it back with the Facebook group who is waiting to be submitted, and then submit. Then this bigger cycle over here, right? So this cycle that starts over here, this is step one, this is step two, and this is step three, right? So people go here, they pay you. You don't have to check anything because it's automatically collecting, and you know that the money had to come in before this other page is shown to them. Then they come here. Over here, they have this QR code that I just showed you, right? You grab this QR code for this QR code, right? QR code to your which is an invitation to your paid group, and as they scan it, they will be redirected to your paid Facebook group, and they'll have access to it automatically. So this bigger loop, right, has 3 steps, but it requires you to set up your system IO and set up these 2 pages, right? On top of this, right? What you don't have to do is you don't have to do any manual steps over here anymore. But if you want to utilize both, so for example, you still make this group visible, but it's still it's going to be private, right? So people can just go find your group on Facebook and then pay through this link that to your PayPal over here, or actually you can send them over here again, right? Send them to order page. So instead of sending them here, you can actually send them here if you have it, right? So that way, either they find you on Facebook and then they have this link over here to this page, or you just send people to this form first and then they go to your group afterwards. So that would be optimal way to do this, guys, because this is fully automated then, right? This process with these 2 pages is fully automated to submit people to your paid community, okay? Now, let me see if there was another part of this question. So I believe there was something else we could, yeah. How to, so this was the answer to question number 1. How to organize and invite people to a Zoom meeting. How to organize and invite people to a Zoom meeting. So that is a straightforward question, guys. You have to go to Zoom, right? You have to go to Zoom. In your Zoom, you will schedule a meeting. So you go to schedule, right? Go schedule, right? Then you type in all the info. What's the title of the meeting? When is this meeting going to be? All these. And once you're going to set it up, it will show up in your list over here of meetings. So you can see on the left side, there are meetings highlighted just now, right? And these are all the meetings that we have, right? So let's say right now we are running this meeting over here. So I can't really open any other meeting, but if I go to this link here, you will see that as I open this meeting that was set up, I will have this link over here, right? Invite. Okay, so I can take this link, but in my settings, as I'm setting up this link, what I need to do is I need to say in the settings of the scheduling that somebody needs to sign in for this meeting, right? So I don't know, let me just go back. So I will be grabbing this link literally that I just showed you and sending it to people who I want to join, right? Let me just go. I went back for a moment to scheduling. And if I scroll down, options, let me just see interpretation and language interpretation. Oh, cool. You can add language interpretation automatically right here. That's very nice. You can also do a transcript, by the way, that allows you to automatically translate into other languages in a written format. Yeah. Report indication. Oh, there you go. See this? So I usually don't do this because we don't send people just a link to Zoom sessions, but you can actually do this. If I click on this, that requires authentication to join. So what people will have to do is they will have to sign in to their Zoom and leave you their email in order to join the session, right? And then what we can do is that you, for example, only going to submit them to the Zoom call if they pay you. So let's say they sign in for the session, they authenticated themselves, which means they left you an email, their email, the contact information on Zoom, and then you go to your Zoom and then you check, okay, who signed in for this meeting, right? And then you're going to have their names and their email, and then you're going to send them an email, hey, you just signed in for this meeting, but this is a paid meeting, right? So here is a payment link, and then you send them a link to your PayPal or Stripe, or if you have an order form, same way, like for the paying a fee for your paid Facebook group. You can make an order form to pay for paid Zoom call, right? So you send them that link to your either PayPal or Stripe or to your order form. They pay you, and as they pay, now you will know who is on your list, right? Who joined the session, and then once that is done, once your session start, you can even create an automated email that the system IO will send to the room, right? So they can be so you can see who is on your list um, waiting to be submitted to your Zoom room, and then you can submit them one by one, cross-checking with the list of people who paid for your email for your session on System.io. Okay, sorry for the confusion. But that's pretty much how this would work, right? So you'd have your list on System.io. The System.io send an automated link to your Zoom room, and people appear in your Zoom room, and then you see, okay, this person paid, submit, and then you can run your session. Okay, so both options over here, number one and number two answers would be that System.io is a go-to solution that will allow you to do both of these things. Okay. So organized invite people to Zoom meeting. If it's only a free meeting, right? Then you don't have to worry about any payments. You just do what I said. You're setting up this, right? All this information, you're setting it up. It will generate the link, and then you send this link to people who are supposed to join your event, right? In their messenger, in their email, or whatever other way you can contact them. So that will be the question two. Question three, how to sponsor my event on Facebook. So when it comes to sponsorship, this is kind of like a question that can be understood in two different ways. So for example, you want to find a sponsor that will pay you for organizing an event on Facebook and promoting themselves in some way. For example, let me see if I can also utilize our whiteboard. You know that I actually love visualizing stuff that we're discussing. So I'm going to do new whiteboard, brand new whiteboard for you. I really like these new tools. So now you're going to have event, right? You're organizing an event on Facebook, right? This is Facebook event about X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. Okay. Now you want to set up this event, right? And this is going to be event that's addressing certain problems, certain issues. So now you're saying, okay, you're going to send this to someone or group, your list of potential sponsors, right? And you'll tell them, send this link to a group of potential sponsors, okay? And tell them, number one, what, tell them that you, maybe like this, that you would like to collaborate. Then tell them what they will get. Tell them what they need to give you. What they will get and what they need to give you. Right? So this is a deal, right? You're sending them a deal, but this event is there. And then you're saying something like, oh, this event is going to be, let's say for Sema, it was about like some trauma, right? situation. So you go to a company who is somehow related with this topic. Maybe some company that is selling some kind of pills, or maybe they have some kind of treatment, some kind of meditation, some kind of product, some kind of services, anything that is also a product for your audience that would fit perfectly for your audience, right? So they can actually sell it to people who are interested in these kind of events, right? And you say, okay, so I'm running this event, and I will give you the exposure to all these people who are joining my event, and I will promote your product, I'll promote your services while this event is happening, and I even can promote your sales link. So if you have a sales page, I can plug it in during this event and send people to buy that product or buy that service. In exchange, I would like you to pay me X amount of money. That's pretty much the pitch for to a sponsor of your event. Okay, and then as you're sending this to the sponsor, what you can do, you can utilize email. So you just send it to your dream sponsor list. You can do this via email, message, or form, right? Which is a website. Okay, that can be built on System.io, right? By the way. So this first two are okay. This other one is a little bit more professional, because on this page you can nicely visualize like what this event is about. You can make some pictures. You can write a little bit about yourself, right? Brand yourself, position yourself as an authority in a certain market, and um, explain step by step your order stack, right? So everything they're getting, all different kind of banners you will promote, the logos that you will submit in different places, and all that. So you can be very detailed pitch on this form. And as they read through this website about you and about your offer, then can make a decision right there and click the button to go and pay pay you, right? Without even you following up. Obviously, if somebody is visiting your page like this, it makes sense to actually talk to these people before you send them something like this anyway. But this would be like a nice professional way to do the conversion. All right. So this is one way of looking at this question. But if you think about how to do a sponsored event on Facebook, so you can also think about it from the perspective of uh, that you sponsor somebody, right? That you're the sponsor, right? So you want to bring in some capital, or you want to bring in some mm, uh, means, and you need talents, you need people who will show up, you need experts, right? So will show up and do something for you, right? In exchange for you providing the platform and organizing the backend system, right? So you're creating all the websites, you're creating all the funnel, the automated process, how these people will be captured, their emails, right, and all that. And you're only looking for a talent, an expert that will come and join your thing. So you are not the person who is actually in the middle of action, right? You're just the operator behind the scene, right? So you either actually paying money to someone who is doing all these backend stuff, or you are actually the person who is doing it. Which, by the way, with this workshop that I just mentioned, the lead generation workshop, you will be able to do that. You will be able to set up this event on Facebook, or event in general, just online event. Find some talent, ask this talent to come in exchange for exposure, in exchange for your work for them on a backend, right? So what you're gaining out of this is you're going to build a list leveraging on somebody else's authority, right? So let's say, for the sake of this example, that I'm going to create something, and I'm going to go to, I don't know, one of my mentors. And for some reason, this mentor will say, you know what? can see that you're doing something and you're very enthusiastic about this thing, and I'll come to your event. And I'll come to your event and show it, show what I've got, right? So you have now you can leverage that expert, that authority, to promote it to on your Facebook or in your different communities to people to come in and opt in for your event, and you're collecting the leads, right? You're creating your list, um, leveraging that person's authority, right? You can imagine, for example, you go out there and say, you know what, Tony Robbins maybe will come and join my event, right? And so for some weird reason, he'll say yes. And then I can leverage, I can say, oh, I'm doing a Tony Robbins event, right? And people are coming in and doing this. That's obviously, it might be a little bit overreaching when it comes to Tony Robbins, but who knows? Maybe some of the high rank uh, coaches in Tony Robbins community could be my expert, right? And then I can leverage on them. So this could be the other way of looking at this question that Sama asked over here. Great question, Sama, by the way. So I think at this point I answered still very general because I didn't show you exactly how to do this. I just told you how it works, right? But I didn't tell you what exactly you need to do because that will take you a little bit longer and it requires the whole training, which is going to happen next week. Okay, so these three questions are covered. The rest, the nitty-gritty stuff, right? The meat and butter will be covered within these 3 days of lead magnet of lead generation workshop. Okay, I think this is giving you a very good overview. And with that being said, we answered all the questions that I had for today. Let me just quickly check if there is no other things that I can cover today for you. So I'm just going to double check. There's no new questions. Yeah. So no new questions over here. On your question, let me see. I just received an information from Tina, our other coach here, too. Um, right. So Athena was just reminding that all of you guys who are not coming here live, all right, to these sessions, can find the answers for your questions even though you're not live here. So all you have to do is just go to one of our groups, either the paid community, if you're a paid member, or into our Launch Lab Academy community, which are a little bit bigger community that we have. And you can leave your questions over there, okay? And they will be answered. You just actually seen exactly uh, live in action how that works, right? So Sema left, one of our students left for 3 questions in that community. I answered all those questions, and I will submit the recording of this session under her question, under her comment in the group. So same is going to work for everybody over here who is in these communities and ask your questions, and the answer will come. You can remotely listen to this afterwards, so you don't have to be present here during the time when this Q&A is streamlined. Okay, so with that being said, I think this is it for today. Just last reminder, guys, we did leave a session on our open community, our main community, Build Your Brand, School of Self-Mastery. So this is a public group that anybody can join. Okay, and I wanted to remind you guys that if you go there to build your brand, you will find our latest webinar, AI powered branding, when we are showing you where we're going next with the Launch Lab Academy. So as you know, we are studying very hard Kane and Alessia Minkes' course about for AI consultants. So we are learning about all the available tools, AI tools on the market that can help you set up and optimize your business workflows, business frameworks, systems, automate as much as possible in those systems, or AIify as much as possible in those systems. So the replay of this session is available in Build Your Brand on Facebook, Build Your Brand School of Self-Mastery. This is our main community base, right? So if you come here and you will see this session over here, you can go ahead. It's going to be around 1 hour session, right? And you will see Athena left a lot of tips on what kind of tools you can use to do different things in the process of setting up your branding and your marketing, right? But this is only one department that you can utilize AI in. There are many other departments that you can use AI tools to make processes faster, better, or cheaper. Okay, so that's pretty much how it works. If you're interested in that, we also left a little form over here in the comment section. So if you go to comment section, you will be able to find a form over here, which is basically a Google form where we ask you a few questions to see if you would like to talk to one of our members and AIify or automate some processes in your business. So just like answering like what kind of stuff do you actually like to automate, right? Where are you at? Kind of budget you potentially thinking about having for this, maybe very little budget, maybe no budget, right? So we will know from here if this process is for you. And if yes, then you can set up an appointment with the AI consultant. And if not, then no biggie. Then you will know, okay, maybe this is not a moment for you to AIify something in your business because I don't know, the cost is too big yet, and or you don't have a big enough scale to make sense to automate something, right? Or AIify something. One way or the other, you will at least know where you're at in this process. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for participating or watching this. Most of you will be watching replay. And I'll see you during the next Q&A. Actually, I personally going to see you during the lead generation.